Beyond the buzzword, navigating anxiety and building resilience in the modern generation. The term anxious generation has become increasingly prevalent, painting a picture of today's younger demographics grappling with unprecedented levels of stress and worry. While headlines often highlight the alarming statistics, rising rates of anxiety disorders, increased reports of overwhelming stress, difficulties coping with daily pressures, it's crucial to look beyond the label. This generation isn't just defined by its anxieties. It's also characterized by its remarkable self-awareness, willingness to discuss mental health openly, and incredible capacity for resilience and adaptation. Let's delve into why this phenomenon is occurring, understand its impact, and most importantly, explore the powerful tools and strategies available to navigate these challenges and build a future defined by well-being, not just worry. The landscape of worry, unpacking the causes. Why are younger generations reporting higher levels of anxiety than their predecessors at similar life stages? It's a complex interplay of societal shifts, technological evolution, and global events. Attributing it to a single cause would be an oversimplification. Instead, consider these major contributing factors. The digital deluge and social media. Constant connectivity means constant exposure. The curated lives presented online can fuel comparison, FOMO, fear of missing out, and feelings of inadequacy. Cyberbullying is a pervasive threat, and the sheer volume of information and misinformation can be overwhelming, making it hard to switch off and find peace. Academic and future pressures. The path from education to stable career feels more uncertain than ever. High-stakes testing, intense competition for college admissions, the burden of student debt, and the rapidly changing job market create significant stress about future security and success. Global uncertainty. Younger people are acutely aware of pressing global issues, climate change, political polarization, economic instability, and global health crises. This constant exposure to potentially catastrophic events can foster a pervasive sense of dread and powerlessness. Parenting and cultural shifts. While intentions are often good, shifts towards more structured schedules, less unstructured play, and intense focus on achievement can sometimes limit opportunities for developing independent coping skills and resilience through trial and error. Increased awareness of mental health, while positive, can also mean more people identify with anxiety, which is a step towards help but can initially feel overwhelming. Economic realities. The cost of living, housing affordability, and wage stagnation mean that achieving traditional markers of adult stability, homeownership, financial independence, feels increasingly out of reach for many, adding another layer of financial anxiety. It's clear that this generation is navigating a world that is, in many ways, more complex, connected, and uncertain than ever before. The impact, how anxiety manifests. Anxiety isn't just feeling a bit worried. For the anxious generation, it can manifest in numerous ways, significantly impacting daily life. Mental and emotional. Persistent worry, overthinking, difficulty concentrating, irritability, panic attacks, feeling overwhelmed, developing anxiety disorders or depression. Physical, sleep disturbances, fatigue, muscle tension, headaches, digestive issues, increased heart rate, feeling restless or on edge. Behavioral, avoidance of social situations, procrastination, difficulty making decisions, seeking constant reassurance, changes in appetite or habits. Social and academic work, withdrawal from friends, difficulty participating in class or meetings, decreased performance, difficulty building relationships. While these impacts are real and challenging, understanding them is the first step towards effective management and healing. Beyond the label, embracing resilience and action. Here's where the encouraging perspective comes in. Labels like anxious generation can be limiting. This is also a generation marked by incredible resilience, creativity, and a powerful drive for authenticity and well-being. They are more likely to talk about their struggles, destigmatize mental health challenges, and actively seek solutions. Instead of viewing this as a generation crippled by anxiety, let's see it as a generation aware of anxiety and actively seeking tools to live fulfilling lives despite it. The greatest weapon against stress is our ability to choose one thought over another. William James. This quote reminds us that while external pressures are real, we have significant internal power to influence our experience. Building resilience isn't about eliminating anxiety. It's about developing the capacity to navigate it effectively, bounce back from setbacks, and grow stronger through challenges. Strategies for navigating the tides of worry. Empowerment comes from action. Here are some key strategies that individuals and the communities around them can embrace. Cultivate self-awareness. Learn to recognize the physical and emotional signs of anxiety in yourself. Identify your triggers, e.g., certain social media content, specific academic tasks, news overload. Journaling can be a powerful tool for understanding your thought patterns. Practice mind-body techniques. Mindfulness and meditation. Even a few minutes a day can help ground you in the present moment and reduce overthinking. Apps and online resources make starting accessible. Deep breathing exercises. Simple techniques can lower your heart rate and calm your nervous system quickly. Progressive muscle relaxation. Releasing physical tension can alleviate mental stress. Prioritize physical well-being. Sleep hygiene. Establish a consistent sleep schedule. Adequate rest is fundamental for emotional regulation. Nutrition. Fuel your body with balanced meals. Limit caffeine and sugar, which can exacerbate anxiety. Exercise. Physical activity is a potent stress reliever. Find something you enjoy: walking, dancing, sports, yoga. Set healthy boundaries. Digital detox. Schedule time away from screens. Turn off notifications, especially before bed and first thing in the morning. Unfollow accounts that make you feel inadequate. Learn to say no. It's okay to decline commitments that will overstretch you or contribute to stress. Limit news consumption. Stay informed, but avoid constant exposure to negative news cycles. Build a strong support system. Connect with others. Spend time with friends and family who offer genuine connection and support. Talk about it. Sharing your feelings with a trusted person can reduce the burden. Seek professional help. This is crucial. Therapy, CBT, exposure therapy, etc., and counseling are incredibly effective tools for managing anxiety. Don't hesitate to reach out to a therapist, school counselor, or doctor. Develop coping skills. Challenge negative thoughts. Learn to identify unhelpful thought patterns and replace them with more realistic or positive perspectives. Break down tasks. Large, overwhelming tasks can be broken into smaller, manageable steps. Focus on progress, not perfection. Celebrate small wins and acknowledge effort. Engage in hobbies. Make time for activities that bring you joy and help you relax. Here's a table summarizing factors and strategies. Contributing factor, potential navigation strategies. Digital overload, social media, digital detox. Boundaries on usage, curating feed, unfollow, mute. Mindful scrolling. Academic future pressure, breaking down tasks. Realistic goal setting, seeking academic support, career counseling, mindfulness. Global uncertainty, limiting news exposure, focusing on local impact, engaging in advocacy, if desired, acceptance. Lack of unstructured time, scheduling downtime, pursuing hobbies, connecting with nature, allowing for spontaneity. Economic anxiety, financial literacy, budgeting, exploring realistic options, focusing on skills development. Stigma, difficulty, seeking help, open conversations, peer support, utilizing accessible resources, hotlines, online therapy, education. A collective effort. Addressing anxiety isn't solely the responsibility of the individual experiencing it. Families, educators, employers, and society at large have a role to play. Families. Foster open communication about feelings, model healthy coping mechanisms, encourage unplugged time, prioritize well-being over just achievement. Educators. Create supportive and understanding classroom environments, teach emotional literacy and stress management skills, ensure access to school counseling services. Employers. Promote a healthy work-life balance, provide mental health resources and benefits, reduce workplace stigma. Society. Advocate for accessible and affordable mental health care, promote positive portrayals of mental health in media, work towards reducing systemic pressures. FAQs about the anxious generation. Q. Is anxiety really worse now, or are people just talking about it more? A. Evidence suggests both are true. While increased awareness and reduced stigma mean more people report anxiety and seek help, which is positive. Studies using consistent diagnostic criteria over time also indicate a genuine rise in anxiety levels and diagnoses among younger generations. Q. Is it just a phase they'll grow out of? A. While some anxiety is a normal part of development, persistently high levels or diagnosable anxiety disorders require attention. Ignoring it won't make it disappear and can lead to long-term challenges. Learning coping skills now provides lifelong benefits. When should someone seek professional help for anxiety? If anxiety is significantly impacting daily life, sleep, relationships, schoolwork, physical health, or if it feels overwhelming or unmanageable, it's time to seek professional help. A mental health professional can provide diagnosis and effective treatment plans. What can parents or friends do to help? Listen without judgment, validate their feelings. It sounds like you're feeling really stressed. Encourage them to use coping strategies, help them identify resources, and support them in seeking professional help if needed. Avoid dismissing their feelings or telling them to just snap out of it. Conclusion: towards a future of well-being. The narrative of the anxious generation doesn't have to be one of despair. It can be one of heightened awareness, proactive engagement with mental health, and the development of powerful individual and collective resilience. Yes, the challenges are real and the pressures are significant, but so too is the capacity for growth, healing, and navigating these complexities. By understanding the landscape of worry, embracing practical strategies, fostering supportive communities, and destigmatizing the act of seeking help, this generation is not just acknowledging anxiety. They are actively building the tools to live meaningful, resilient, and even joyful lives, shaping a future where well-being is prioritized and achievable. The conversation has started. Now is the time for action, support, and hope.